Good morning, everyone. Welcome to the regular meeting of the City of Charlestown Sanitary Sewer Board. It is October 2nd, 2025, it's 9 a.m. I do want to make a note that this meeting is unable to be live streamed due to a technical issue. However, we are recording in-house and we'll publish that as quickly as we can get it published on our Facebook page. We'll begin our meeting with the Pledge of Allegiance. Please join me. I pledge allegiance
to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Thank you very much. Let the records show that all board members are present, as well as Clerk Treasurer Donna Coomer, and we have Matt Duncan with us from Frost Mountain Todd Attorney. We have an agenda that's been provided. Entertain a motion to approve.
I'll make that motion.
Michael Grayson makes the motion.
Second.
Nathan Grimes seconds. All in favor say aye.
Aye.
Aye, that's unanimous. We have our standing business, which includes our minutes from September 18th, our current claims, and our payroll allowance docket from September 14th to September 27th. Need a motion to approve.
I'll make the motion to approve.
Michael Grayson makes the motion.
I can second the claims and payroll. I got abstain from the minutes since I wasn't here, so.
Okay, so Nathan Grimes will, you just abstain from the vote. You can second it,
Okay.
but you get a second vote.
Okay,
Okay.
second.
All right, so we have a second from Nathan Grimes, and then we will do the votes separately. So voting on the minutes, all in favor say aye.
Aye.
Aye, that's two. Nathan abstains because he wasn't
Abstain.
present. And then on the claims and payroll allowance docket, all in favor say aye.
Aye.
Aye, that's unanimous. I don't see anyone signed up for public comment. No old business, we'll move straight into Tim's report. Good morning, sir.
Good morning, all.
Morning.
First of all, let me congratulate the Charlestown High School football team. Phenomenal job there. Please know that was-
Not that we don't know anybody
No.
here who has any
Right.
vested interest in that, yeah.
Should be very proud. They've done very well.
Absolutely.
Today, since meeting with the board the last 2 weeks ago, the updates that I'll give you today is the activity continues to scroll on the south side of town with the Highway 62 lift station. The force main is in. They blasted yesterday for the wet well of the new lift station, so that project proceeds very quickly, and they're doing a very good job, so they should be commended for that. The main item that I had for the board to consider today is a request to clarify our pre-treatment ordinance. With the assistance of Matt and FBT, as we've used this pre-treatment, which was passed back earlier this year, recently, it's not very common that you come back after such a short period of time, but there is some confusing information as it is currently written. The confusing information is, not only is it references capacity fees and rate fees within our pre-treatment ordinance, which is confusing in itself, it's antiquated information. Old rates, old fees. So what we're proposing to do, and what we'd like the board's blessing to do, and I don't know what the mayor, I would assume, and I'll turn it over to Matt here in just a moment. It will probably have to go to the city council because it is a clarifying and a changing. Understand, we're not removing anything from any of the ordinances, we're just clarifying this particular ordinance. Man, I would add, if you could, if I missed anything that would help clarify the situation, I would welcome your comments.
Sure. So yeah, just to reiterate what Tim said, in April of this year, the council adopted ordinance 2025-OR-05, which made certain revisions and amendments to Chapter 52 of the City Code, which is primarily about the city's pre-treatment program. Jacoby Toombs and Lands and did the heavy lifting for preparing it, and then we did provide some comments. But one of the things is, so in June of this year, that's when the council adopted its ordinance amending the capacity fees. So obviously, when we amended and restated chapter 52, that was before the council acted on the capacity fee ordinance. Tim is correct. Certain references in the existing chapter 52 reference old sewer rate ordinances as well as old capacity fee ordinances. Given the likelihood that capacity fees and sewer rates will be adjusted from time to time in the future, talking with Tim, we believe it makes most sense to basically remove the sewer rates and the capacity fees from chapter 52. This ordinance does not make any substantive changes to chapter 52. It's basically just removing sewer rates and charges and capacity fees from chapter 52. So that way, when they're adjusted from time to time, we don't have to go back and amend the entire chapter 52 again. So again, since this was previously an ordinance, the council will need to act on this and adopt this ordinance to amend and restate it. But I think today, the purpose of bringing this to the sewer board is we would like the sewer board, if possible, to recommend that the council adopt this ordinance. So that's the type of motion I think that we're looking for today.
And then the capacity fees and sewer rates will always be dictated by a separate ordinance.
Yes, ma'am, the
So this
rates is
just-
actually, ordinance 2021 OR 15, which will stay as written.
Right.
And the capacity fees is 2025 OR 09, which will stay as
So
written.
basically, we did with three separate ordinances. We
Right.
have the operations, the fee, user fee, we have the capacity fee ordinance.
Right.
And then we have the pre-treatment ordinance, which doesn't specify either of those, so that if those others change, there's no change necessary there. It just discusses how a user would have to do any kind of pre-treatment, what's allowed through the system, and what that does.
That is correct, yes, ma'am.
And one other thing I'll just note is that this ordinance does specifically state that the sewer rate ordinance, capacity fee ordinance, and sewer connection surcharge ordinance, which is 2007-OR-13, that those three ordinances remain in full force and effect, notwithstanding the adoption of this ordinance.
So technically, this is kind of combining new business items B and C on our agenda. Is that the same thing, basically?
Yes, that is correct.
Right.
Yes.
Okay, and you're just looking for a recommendation from this board to move this to the council for the council to make that change?
Correct.
I'll make a motion that we make that recommendation to the council.
I'll second.
Is this the ordinance we're talking about here? Okay, I read that, I just didn't want to make sure of it.
So we have a motion by me, and then Michael Grayson makes a second. Are there any questions on that? You should have a whole copy, or went out in the packet. The packet went out with the entire pre-treatment ordinance as well as the amended ordinance there. All right, if there are no questions, call for the vote. All in favor, say aye.
Aye.
And that's unanimous. All right, so you'll get Donna and her staff a copy of all of that amended to go on the council's agenda, I assume? You already have, that's it?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, it's that right there.
Right.
Okay,
We'll put it on the agenda for Monday night.
Wonderful. Thank you.
because we have one, that'd be a big meeting. We got a lot on that agenda.
I won't be there.
Oh! No worries, we'll get through it.
Deborah will be there for you.
All right. Just a note, we have been having internal conversations about changing and saving money the way that we do our paper copies. We've looked at getting some tablets for the board members to use, where you would still receive your email of the documents, and if you want to print it, you can print it yourself. But when you come into this board meeting, you would have it on a tablet. The tablet stays here because all of our board members would use it. And staff can show you how to access that. It'll be just basically the documents will be loaded on the tablet. You'll have a printed agenda so that you can see that, have notes, but the documents would be themselves on anything other than what Donna needs for us to sign. Legal documents would probably be on a tablet. That way, we spend a lot of money on toner and paper, and we are looking at ways to save. And there's a deal on these tablets where you can get them for less than $200 each. And so the cost saving should be very
sufficient, just so you know, in the future, we will have that for you. So you'll come in, you'll have a printed agenda, you'll still get the email packet as usual, but in front of your seat, there will be a tablet where you can view the documents there, okay?
Thank you.
That should help with things like this.
Right, right.
All right, good deal. With that, we just, unless there's anything else from Donna or.
If you would like, we could also give you like a writing.
Like a little
like you
tablet,
have
yeah.
for a chat.
I always have a legal pad
If
myself,
you
just
want,
for
or
notes.
you can bring one yourself if you
Yeah.
make notes if you need.
I think at each space, we just have a tablet or, you know, a writing,
Yeah.
with the printed agenda, and then people, if they wanna make notes, they can make notes, but, I think that'll help tremendously with cost savings. Toner alone has gotten pretty expensive. So, yeah, and when you, by the time you factor in all the boards we have and the amount of printing that we do, it gets pretty significant.
Makes sense.
Good deal, okay. All right,
Thank you.
need a motion to adjourn?
I'll make a motion to adjourn.
Michael Grayson makes a motion,
Second.
Nathan seconds, all in favor say aye.
Aye.
We are adjourned, thank you all.